Good morning, this is Dave Lorenzo with the ITC. This morning I wanted to take a few minutes to show you some of the new features that will be in the Building Information Special Interest Group. These features were donated by Microsurvey. They've created these features for their customers for some of their products, and it's basic wall, door, and window creation. So let's take a look and see what we've got here. We've gone through and created some new ribbons here for these new features. So I'll just go ahead and start. Grab a wall here, and as I drag it out I can see the wall dimensions on the screen. This is just shown in the current units, so you can just kind of drag and drop these out here. I'll just kind of do this quickly. Okay, let's go in. We'll drop in a door, a couple windows, and stuff, so you can see how that looks. Let's do a double door here. So I can drag this out, locate it where I want. You can see how the dimensions are updating, so it kind of shows its location in the wall. I can click on this then, and I can come in and set the width. So let's make that 6 feet. Well, it's not in the right place anymore. I can just kind of grab it and relocate it. I can also use my grips to, stretch this out. I can change the swing orientation. Let's do a single door so you can see kind of how that works as well, as far as changing the orientation. So the different grips that we have here. So we can flip it this way, flip it this way. Use the grip to locate it. So you can see pretty powerful, very quick, easy to drag and drop stuff on. We have a variety of different door styles, wall styles. These wall styles support different types of intersection cleanup, so that's one of the things I didn't actually show. If I come in and just turn my snap off here and just draw a couple walls. As I drag and drop these, they automatically do the intersection cleanups over the top of other walls. And then certain walls have different priorities, so like a foundation wall is going to cut through all the other walls here. You can see they don't actually clean up. Again, if you come in here, you remove something, you erase it, everything is automatically cleaned up. Same thing if you drop in your doors and windows and such, they're going to automatically clean up the walls as well. Let's just throw in a couple windows here so you can see how that works. I'm going to do some different window styles. Let's do a single hung window here and a casement. No, let's just do a single casement. And then we'll just come in and take a look at these from a different angle. So you can see these are also in 3D. Let's change our view and we'll look at this in a realistic view here. So these are also modifiable. So if I go to select this from the properties pane, you can see there's a variety of settings. We have the style, so we can change this from double to say double hung. So now you can see the swing here. It goes inside the area as well. You can change the opening percentage here. I can make this 120, make it wider. Same thing with our windows here. We have all these different window styles that we can choose from, big variety of window styles. As well as we can change the opening percentage here. I'll change this to say 50. So you can see the window open will do the same thing here for the casement window, 50. I can change the height. We'll make that 40. Make the width say 50. Again, you can drag these around and change the locations of them and so forth as you want to. So this kind of gives you an idea. Also, the windows are set up, they're transparent, with the glass is transparent. And these styles are set up so that the door and window styles and wall styles are set up so that they automatically create their own layers. So let's just take a look at that real quick. There's a variety of different layers that are set up. So you can control, for example, here's the 3D layer for the window glass. And you can see it's 40% transparent. So if you want to increase the transparency or come in here and change the colors for the walls or the sashes and things like that, you have some control over that. However, you can't really create new styles. We don't have a styles dialog per se where you can come in and define new styles with different sash widths and frame widths and whether or not it draws mullions and all the different types of styles. This is just a very simple implementation at this point. Let's go here, I'll close that. So we do have a variety of styles to choose from, but it's a solid set. There's not really anything you can do to add new styles here. Now, of course, programmatically, as members, the code for creating new styles is really very simple, pretty easy to add stuff. So it's kind of a no-brainer if you want to come in and add new styles and stuff as well. So we do have a little bit of a problem here with the way the facets are modeled on the walls. So this is actually correct. If I come here, I'll just show you real quick what we're looking at. If I render this with a render, you can see everything really is okay, but the normals are not all in alignment. And so in OpenGL, we get a strange reaction here when we do a realistic rendering. And this is just an ODA problem. We've logged a bug for that. There's a series of faces that are used to create this wall surface, and all of those faces have to have the same normal alignment, and that's not happening here. So you can see these walls look fine, but when it starts to get complex, there's a problem. So we've logged a bug for that. Hopefully we'll get that fixed before we release. We'll see. But that is an ODA bug. So there's also slabs. Let's take a look. Oh, I just wanted to show real quick too that check this out. We've got the new tool palettes, and we've got these guys on the tool palettes now as well. So that's kind of fun. We'll have an early implementation of tool palettes that will be in IntelliCAD 9. It won't have all the drag and drop functionality that you want for working with blocks, but there will be, you know, drag and drop functionality so you can create your own palettes and set up your own commands. But we will be limited to commands and not content. So, but that'll be coming. But it's still pretty cool to see it. It's working pretty well. So these are our standard architectural desktop doors and windows objects and styles. So if you bring this over into AutoCAD architecture, it's going to recognize these. You'll be able to support grip editing, be able to add new openings into these walls, and be able to modify these styles as well. Of course, there's grips and things on the walls as well, and the walls have properties, so you can come in and make some changes to walls too. Define the cleanup radius. Of course, you have the style information that you can change, whether or not you want to change the width, the base height, and then you also have your grips as well that you can kind of control some things with grips too. So you can do quite a bit with just the grips and the properties pane and the styles. This is it for walls, doors, and windows. Of course, there's a lot more here in terms of the different styles that are available to you. And of course, you can do any width, height combination. Again, with the doors, there's a lot of different styles there as well. I think it's pretty much going to cover all the different types you need. Bifold, double bifold, accordion doors, double opposing, communicating door. This is kind of the hotel, kind of classic hotel door, overhead garage doors. So just a lot of different choices here, and then a few specialty doors like a pentagon, half round, trapezoid. There's a Gothic as well style. So a lot of choices there. And then other types, object types that we have. We also have slab objects that are supported. We can also convert basic geometry. So if I come in here and just draw some rectangles or lines or polylines, I can convert those into walls as well. Just draw some stuff, convert it. We'll say yes, delete it, and we've converted those into walls. And same thing with a slab. We can create a polyline. Oops, let me turn my ortho off here. Close that. See, this is a slab that we want to convert to a slab. You can select this, give it thickness. So yes, we're going to delete that. So now we have this as a slab object. If we come in here, we can change some information about it. Say 12 inches. So this is pretty much it. There's also roof slabs, and these are really the same thing as a slab. It's just it's identified as a roof object rather than a slab object for AEC purposes, for estimating, things like that. Let's go copy, and we'll just grab this guy and make a few copies here. You can see as you do, copy, cut, and paste, that it automatically, fixes the walls, does the cleanups. So that's kind of basic stuff. It's easy to cut, copy, paste, and move things around. You can also do things like, let's do a copy this guy here, and we'll just plop it up there, and I can do an extend. And then we can extend these guys up to it. So there are a few commands that we support currently, and there's some others that we still have to add. We're not currently supporting fillet or chamfer or some of those other basic things, but I'm hoping that we can work on implementing those in this release. So